Hello everyone, and welcome to my The Bold Fans channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Finn supports Sheila. Steffy's mother was incorrect? Viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful are aware that Dr. John Finnegan has always been Steffy Forrester's devoted and submissive husband. However, Finn might not give up on the impending conflict between their mothers. Will Dr. Finn surprise everyone by joining Team Sheila? What's about Taylor's medical oath? Finn has a strong moral compass despite being Sheila Carter's biological son. He takes his roles as a doctor, spouse, and father very seriously. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn might surprise his wife by pointing out how unethical Taylor Hayes' relationship with her patient is. Although he doesn't like Sheila, his biological mother has a right to be angry. How in the world could you send your spouse to therapy in an attempt to mend your marriage, and then have him flee with the therapist without it being wrong? Sheila Carter might even attempt to take the high path and file a malpractice lawsuit against Deacon Sharp's counselor. When the truth about Taylor and Deacon is out, Steffy Forrester will mobilize the forces to defend her mother from Sheila Carter. However, her spouse can decline to assist her. According to previews, Finn might even tell Steffy that her mother is having an affair. A married one at that. Taylor is technically being a bit of a homewrecker. For once, Finn concurs with Sheila. Finn can probably break his marriage if he stands up for his mother on The Bold and the Beautiful and picks her over Taylor. Do you think it's absurd that everyone is concerned about Taylor's safety, when the simple solution is to avoid having sex with married patients? Will Finn not support Steffy in this situation? B&B spoilers. Bratty Ridge rejects Eric and discovers how unworthy of a designer he actually is. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful hint that Ridge Forrester would betray his father, Eric Forrester, due to his cooperation with Katie Logan Spencer. After being physically abused by Ridge, Katie and Eric have formed a covert alliance to take on Forrester Creations. Eric is the principal designer for Katie's new design firm, Logan. What might go wrong? Katie and Eric keep things hidden. Ridge and Brooke Logan Forrester are unaware of Katie and Eric's relationship. But Donna Logan Forrester is aware of this, and she is pleading with Eric and Katie to refrain from starting World War III. They're not paying attention. We completely understand why Eric was insulted by Donna's suggestion that he return to Forrester Creations as a part-time minion. After being expelled from FC, Eric wants to prove to everyone that he is still the best. Why shouldn't he team up with Katie? Eric has the credibility to support Katie's lifeline to Eric, who anticipates playing a significant part in Logan's debut. What impact will his relocation have on his relationship with Ridge, though? After Ridge retired him, Eric decided to take the high road, which has directly led to Logan. Well done, Eric. According to juicy B&B spoilers, when Ridge discovers what Eric has done, he feels deceived. Do you concur with him? Ridge is hurt. We anticipate that Ridge will strike out at Eric, acting like the manchild that he is. However, we don't see Eric giving up because he is a proud man. How far do you think Ridge would go to exact revenge on Eric? Would he disown him? Tell us, B&B lovers. Or perhaps Ridge reminds Eric that Massimo Marone was his biological father. Since R.J. Forrester recently brought up the Marone incident with Elektra Forrester, we suspect he plays this card. We can't deny that this blood feud would lead to a number of catastrophic outcomes, including consequences for RJ and Elektra. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Ridge and Eric will soon square off, and we're excited about it. Which side do you support in the conflict between Eric and Ridge? Friday, January 23rd. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful include Finn's avoidance, Sheila corners, and Dylan's pledge. There are spoilers for Friday, January 23, 2026 on The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate John Finnegan attempting to stay away from Sheila Carter Sharp in tomorrow's episode. Dylan promises Elektra Forrester in the meanwhile. Reminder from Elektra Forrester. Let's begin with Elektra, who confronted her pal about Will Spencer once more. Elektra worries that her buddy is becoming more intimate with her lover, despite Will's recent offer to share chicken with Dylan. Dylan does appear to have a slight crush, of course. She hasn't done anything yet, even though she has been staring at Will. Dylan's promise in any event. Dylan acknowledges that she is fortunate to have a place to stay at this time. She does think of Will as a hero, but she is also aware that her emotions are wrong. Despite her best efforts, the girl is unable to resist staring at Will whenever she sees him. Dylan will keep making an effort to reassure Elektra that Will won't be harmed. Dylan stated that she will perform better in the future, and that she doesn't want to cause any issues. According to spoilers for the upcoming episode of John Finnegan's Avoidance, the bold and the beautiful Finn will visit Il Giardino. He will make an effort to stay away from Sheila though. Steffy Forrester Finnegan expressed her concerns on Taylor Hayes and Deacon Sharp. Finn though doesn't want to become entangled in that mess. However, cornering Finn, played by Sheila Carter Sharp, will not be able to evade his biological mother. Sheila tells Finn in a weekly preview clip how much she believes Taylor saved her marriage. Finn will have to decide whether or not to be honest with his mother. But everyone believes that when she finds out the truth, she will go crazy. Sheila has, in my opinion, matured significantly. They won't give her an opportunity to prove it, even if she doesn't respond as everyone believes. Taylor and Deacon won't be able to continue suppressing their affections for one another in the interim. They will eventually give in to their enthusiasm. How long will it take for everyone to tell Sheila the truth? If they were denied access to anything like that, how would they feel? Fans of B&B wonder if Donna is supporting Eric or impeding him. Does Donna need to help Eric more? One of the strongest couples on The Bold and the Beautiful is Donna and Eric. But Eric's ambition to resume designing could put their marriage to the test. Viewers' opinions on Donna's response to Eric's choice are divided. Key takeaways. Donna is enmeshed in the conflict between her sisters, Katie and Brooke. Brooke and Ridge made Eric leave Forrester Creations. Eric wishes to work for Logan, Katie's new business. Helpful spouse? Donna wants her husband Eric to be happy because she loves him. Eric is passionate about design, and Donna has always encouraged him in his endeavors. But his most recent choice is raising questions. Eric founded Forrester Creations and served as its principal designer. He referred to it as his second home. However, he was compelled to retire because of Ridge and Brooke. Eric isn't sailing off into the sunset though. He is now working with Katie at Logan since he still has a strong ambition to design. Katie and Eric will both gain from Eric working at Logan. She will be able to launch her fashion brand with a gifted lead designer, while yet allowing him to follow his passion. Donna appears hesitant to support her partner, despite the fact that one would believe she would be in favor of Eric's new endeavor. Reddit users are debating Donna's actions with relation to Eric. Many followers believe that Donna needs to help her husband more. One user commented, "Donna should be encouraging Eric to do what is good for his health, which is designing. I believe that everyone should cease pressuring him to do something against his will. Let the man do what he pleases as he hasn't displayed any symptoms of illness, weariness, or anything else," one commenter said. Some fans, however, believe Donna is worried about Eric's health. Eric ignites family war. Stress can be a dangerous thing, and the kind of stress creating a new fashion house entails can be more than his heart can handle. Eric is determined to create for Logan because he is an adult and capable of making his own decisions. However, the Forrester and Logan families will become tense as a result of his choice. Because of his father's betrayal, Eric and Ridge's connection will become even more strained. As Brooke accuses Katie of sabotage, the conflict between the Logan sisters will intensify. Naturally, poor Donna will be caught in the midst. Eric has no idea that his passion for design will lead to problems for his wife's family. Additionally, it could put his and Donna's marriage to the test. Spoilers for B&B. Brooke and Ridge will divorce once more. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, they will eventually give in to the pressure they are under. It is obvious that we are discussing Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester because there is a lot of conjecture that the pair is set to get divorced once more. Given how frequently Brooke and Ridge have been at odds in the past, veteran viewers of the soap opera won't be shocked to learn that they are getting a divorce. However, things will be different this time. This is due to the fact that they will experience professional strain as Logan quickly destroys Forrester Creations. The competition will be too much for FC to handle. This will only lead to more arguments between Brooke and Ridge. Knowing that FC is being pushed aside by Katie Logan, and her new fashion house will be too much for them to stomach. Brooke is going to think about getting a divorce since she can't stomach any more of this. And the main reason for this is that she will become aware of Ridge's disagreements with her on a variety of issues. What will happen to Brooke Logan next? Additionally, Brooke may come to the realization that she is in the wrong fashion house. She is a Logan after all, so why not simply go ahead and help her sister and be where she truly belongs? Keep an eye on this area because it seems like there is a lot more to come. Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful will undoubtedly need to watch the show every day to learn what will happen next in this plot. The CBS network broadcasts B&B during the week. Look up the timings in your local listings. The ideal location for espionage if Eric was genuinely seeking retribution, Katie Spencer's enterprise would be the ideal location. From that vantage point, Eric could subtly slow progress, reroute creative decisions, strategically leak information, influence Katie's confidence, sabotage without leaving a trace, and the beauty of it? Eric may always say, "I tried to help." If something goes wrong, Bill Spencer's involvement increases the stakes. Let's not overlook Dollar Bill. Bill Spencer is not a simpleton. He is aware of Eric Forrester's standing. Nevertheless, he supports this coalition. Why? Bill respects authority. Additionally, he might think that Eric's presence gives Katie's business enough legitimacy to protect it from Forrester's reprisals. However, Bill is also aware that Eric Forrester poses a threat when undervalued. It increases the volatility of this collaboration. When Ridge discovers the truth, what happens? Ridge will eventually find out more about Eric's role. There will be repercussions when he does. The reaction will be catastrophic if Ridge thinks Eric has actually defected. Ridge's paranoia will be unrelenting if he believes there is espionage. The family breakup will be irreversible if Ridge discovers that Eric is controlling everyone. In all of this, what is Brooke Logan's position? The blast zone is uncomfortable. The guilt factor. Could Eric's plan be ruined by his conscience? One wild card is out of Eric's hands. Guilt. Eric might reconsider if he begins to actually love working with Katie, if he witnesses her passion, struggle, and vulnerability, or if he sees Bill encouraging her dream. Furthermore, in a double game, indecision is fatal. Eric can feel emotionally split between devotion, legacy, and retaliation. Katie Spencer wants to believe in good faith, but her biggest mistake might be to trust intentions rather than results. She desires cooperation. She desires achievement without brutality. However, innocence is not rewarded in business. The history of Bold and the Beautiful has often demonstrated that the most compassionate players are destroyed first. The harm won't happen right away if Eric is abusing her. It will happen in silence. It might be too late by the time Katie understands what's going on. In conclusion, is this alliance a brilliant move or a disastrous mistake? Is Eric Forrester really changing sides then? Or is he doing the most advanced move of his professional life? Is Katie Spencer opening the door to her own demise or making the best decision of her career? There is no doubt that the plot is complex. This reunion is not sentimental. Furthermore, this partnership is not innocuous. This is a titanic chess encounter, and someone will lose everything. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Eric Forrester's true motivations are unclear, and when they are revealed, the consequences will rock Los Angeles to its foundation. Keep an eye out, because the most costly error in this game is trust. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Will Sheila Carter ultimately destroy Shin? This is Steffy Forrester's most dangerous ultimatum to date. The art of the ultimatum is something Steffy Forrester has mastered on The Bold and the Beautiful. Steffy is not a negotiator. She doesn't make concessions. She also expects everyone, including her husband, to follow her when she draws a line in the sand. Dr. John Finnegan has received numerous ultimatums from Steffy over the years. All of them revolve on the scary Sheila Carter. Now that Sheila has Taylor Hayes squarely in her sights, Steffy is getting ready to deliver what might be the last, most unfeasible ultimatum of all. One that might definitively demonstrate Finn's loyalty or permanently dissolve their union. Steffy versus Sheila. A war that never really ended. Steffy made her position quite evident as soon as Finn learned that Sheila Carter was his biological mother. Sheila was not accepted. Sheila was not pardoned. They would never, ever let Sheila into their lives. Not in the role of a granny. Not in the role of a mother. Not in any way. Furthermore, Steffy was being practical rather than exaggerated. Sheila Carter had already terrorized their family, shot Steffy, shot Finn, and manipulated everyone she came into contact with. Sheila almost destroyed Shin before it had a chance to survive. So Steffy did what she normally does. The law was established by her. Finn has already demonstrated his loyalty time and time again. To his credit, he had no hesitation. Finn obliged with Steffy's request to entirely remove Sheila from their lives. No communication. No visits. No connection. No access to their kids. Even if it meant keeping Sheila from having a relationship with her grandchild. Steffy also gave another ultimatum when Luna Nozawa, Finn's insane bio-daughter, surfaced as another biological nightmare. Choose the children and myself or lose everything. Finn picks Steffy once more. He does it every time. For Steffy and their kids, Finn has given up his biological family, emotional closure, identity, and any chance of reconciliation. Finn's loyalty is undeniable. But this time loyalty might not be sufficient. The ultimatum Finn can't meet according to spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila Carter is rapidly deteriorating. Sheila is in danger because Taylor Hayes has stepped right into her perceived zone and Deacon Sharp has been torn from her. Everyone is aware of what occurs when Sheila feels mistreated. She doesn't shed tears. She doesn't let go. She strikes back. Aggressively. Steffy recognizes the writing on the wall. She is also afraid. Not on her own behalf. Not in Finn's case. However, for her mom. Steffy is aware that Taylor Hayes is playing with fire. Although she is no stranger to risky circumstances, this time she might have gone too far. Sheila was not the only person Taylor harmed. She made fun of her. She stole what Sheila thought was hers. Sheila Carter also doesn't put up with humiliation. Steffy knows something Taylor might not be able to comprehend. You can't steal from Sheila Carter and get away with it. You make the payment. Sheila also never plays fairly when collecting. Steffy's fear is real and justified. Sheila had previously pursued Steffy. She was shot. There has been stalking of her. Finn's biological ties have caused her to come dangerously close to death multiple times. Sheila's anger is now directed toward Taylor rather than Steffy. This is unique because of that. This exacerbates the situation. Because Steffy will never be able to forgive anyone responsible if something were to happen to Taylor Hayes. Finn 2. Elektra is upset about Will's dinner date after Steffy's irate Deacon visit. While Elektra Forrester was upset about Will Spencer's dinner date, Steffy Forrester Finnegan paid an irate visit to Deacon Sharp. Steffy realized she had previously discussed the receptionist position with an intern at Forrester Creations who had been working hard for more than a year. As a result, Steffy was unable to offer Dylan the job. Instead, she updated Elektra and suggested that Dylan might be able to apply for an internship. When Elektra joined Will, he acknowledged that Dylan had eaten all of the teriyaki chicken. Elektra made jokes about Will taking her place, but it was obvious that this news irritated her. Will asked her to join them for supper after pointing out that Dylan was attempting to repay them by doing laundry. Elektra promised to deal with Dylan since she was concerned that he would become too at ease at Will's residence. Dylan applied for several jobs at the guest house and made a phone call in an attempt to get employment, but she was ultimately unsuccessful. When Dylan later visited Forrester Creations, Elektra reminded him of their earlier discussion about boundaries. Dylan said that she felt uncomfortable about last night's dinner with Will after Elektra revealed that she was aware of it. Elektra assumed that was because Dylan felt that she was going too far in Will's house and understood it wasn't right. Dylan expressed regret and promised Elektra a place of her own as soon as she was able to secure employment. Meanwhile, Elektra continued to be annoyed by the shared meal and made it plain that it would never occur again. Hope Logan Spencer arrived at the Cliff home in search of Taylor Hayes, which sparked a discussion concerning Taylor and Deacon's romantic sentiments. Hope acknowledged that she was aware of the reality and stated unequivocally that if Deacon and Taylor had a future, she would support it. Hope persisted in her belief that Deacon should be with someone like Taylor rather than the dangerous Sheila Sharp, despite Taylor's attempts to leave this uncomfortable conversation. Sheila wasn't even invited to Hope's wedding, and Deacon was scared to leave his unhappy marriage, which made Hope cry. Regarding Taylor, Hope emphasized how the doctor constantly prioritized everyone else and encouraged her to take care of herself. Steffy then arrived at Deacon's house on Thursday's BNB episode to dispel any idea that he would have a future with Taylor. Deacon pretended that Steffy must have misinterpreted the circumstances, but she was aware of what she heard and witnessed. Nothing could occur between Taylor and Deacon, Steffy cautioned. Steffy believed that Deacon was trying to find a way out of his relationship with evil Sheila, even though he played down his connection to Taylor. Ultimately, Steffy cautioned Deacon against inciting a madwoman and endangering Taylor. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila's erratic conduct might actually cause problems in the upcoming episodes, so pay attention.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.